Hi guys, bonjour, annyeonghaseyo, how are you? Hola, how are you guys doing today? So today is Inspirational Wednesdays, and I'm just so excited to talk to you guys today to see how you guys are doing. And I hope your week is going well. It's Wednesday, halfway through the week. We're almost there, we're almost to the weekend. We can do it. And what are you guys drinking today? I have my coffee. Just one of those days where you just feel like you gotta have a cup of coffee. And I do have a much healthier option, which is my lemon water. I always keep a big quart jar of lemon water with me, beside me, no matter what I'm doing. Important to stay hydrated. So anyhow, today we are going to be talking about doubt. Doubt, I find, is something that as a parent you're faced with almost every day, not quite, but a good majority of the time. And in case you don't know, doubt is, as defined by, I believe it was the Merriam-Webster dictionary online, doubt is defined as the uncertainty of belief or opinion that often interferes with decision making. It's also a state of affairs giving rise to uncertainty, hesitation, and suspense. Ooh. It's a lack of confidence, and it's an inclination not to believe or accept something. For me as a parent, I've probably already mentioned this like 30 seconds ago, but as a parent, you are constantly faced with different choices. And it's almost like, I don't know if you want to, in most of the time, I call it doubt in my mind, because it's like, will this choice, will this option be the best for my family? Will it be this one? Like, we don't know the answer. So it's like, as a parent, you're wanting to do the very best you can for your child, for your family, for yourself as an individual, whatever the situation may be. And it's almost like you're doubting yourself, because it's like, which is the best one? Because of course we're human, we don't know the answers to everything. And that kind of brings me to my one quote that I found. It's by T. Harv Eker. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I apologize if I didn't pronounce it right. But anyhow, it says, successful people have fear, successful people have doubts, and successful people have worries. They just don't let these feelings stop them. For me, that spoke huge, because it's like, at times you're faced with decisions that it's like, okay, which is the best option? Like, I've already somewhat mentioned this, but it's like, don't let your fear, don't let your doubt, in this case doubt, don't let it stop you or prevent you from making a decision. Always follow your gut. I find for me as a parent, whenever I don't, that is usually when I'm completely wrong. I realize like 5 or 30 seconds later, 5 minutes, 30 seconds, whatever the time frame may be, that I'm usually wrong. It's whenever I listen to that still small voice in my head, that is usually when I end up making the right choice. Like, yes, right now I can't think of any examples. No, I can. Okay, a little backstory. My second daughter, my little daughter, she's 20 months now. She's a very hard, picky eater. And for the longest time, we've had a very big challenge trying to get her to eat, trying to get her to gain weight. I have a bit more detail in my one video called Picky Eaters. I can link it down below. But basically, long story short, she would not take formula. We were trying so hard. We couldn't figure out what to do to help get her to eat, get her to want to gain weight. My friend of mine suggested this one formula. It's called Similac Alimentum. It's for allergies and colic. And at the time, my daughter was like 8 months old, and when she suggested it, and I'm thinking in my brain, I'm like, I greatly appreciate this. Thank you for telling me about this product, But I'm like, my daughter has never taken formula. She never will. And I just kind of dismissed it. It wasn't until about 6 months ago that my gut was telling me, you should buy this formula, you should try it. And I'm like, why would I do that? My daughter's never taken formula. She was exclusively breastfed until I came down with pneumonia when she was 12 weeks old. But anyhow, this is what was going through my mind. And my gut's like, buy the formula. And I'm like, she won't drink it. Then my gut or my conscience was telling me, she likes drinking apple juice. And then I'm like, okay, we can mix the apple juice with the formula. So that weekend, I went out, or my husband went out, picked up a little can of the formula. We brought it home, we mixed it with apple juice. Sure enough, she drinks it. So that's just kind of a little example of where I followed my gut and it turned out to be what worked. Now, that's just one example. I don't know what your situation is or anything, but I find when you doubt yourself, it's almost like doubt interferes with that little small voice in your head. And for me, whenever I start doubting my conscience, that little small voice, that is when I get into trouble. Whatever, it could be just the simplest little decision. But it's like when I doubt that little voice, when I doubt my gut, it's like I don't know what to do. So anyhow, I guess I'm just trying to say is follow your gut and don't let your doubt control you. And the second quote that I found is by Christopher Reeve, and it says, a hero is someone who, in spite of weakness, doubt, or not always knowing the answers, goes ahead and overcomes anyway. Me, again, as a parent, this quote spoke to me hugely, because as parents, we are, or even as individuals, whoever you may be, we're always faced with different questions, different situations where we don't have the answers. And by, I guess, not allowing our doubt, whether it be doubt of this or fear in something, don't let it control you. Overcome, like that quote says, a hero is someone who, in spite of weakness, doubt, or not always knowing the answer, goes ahead and overcomes. And I find that kind of corresponds with our, I guess you could say, our theme for Inspirational Wednesdays. Our 3 main points are our challenge, which is positive thinking, making a thankful list, and finding something that inspires you or makes you happy. Like, for me, like literally having in a tactile form, like your thankful list of what it is you're thankful for. That has been huge for helping shift and helping, like for me personally, to help me think more positively. And that way, I find when you're able to have a more positive mindset, whether you're faced with doubts of whatever it is, it's when you can think of what you're thankful for and have a positive mindset, it's almost like you're able to hear that little voice in your head, follow your gut or whatever it is. And yes, you might not know the answer to whatever the situation is, but I find, sure, this is just me, but I find when you are thinking more positively, it's almost like doubt does not control you as much, if that makes any sense. For me, whenever I'm really down in the dumps, then that is where it's like, that is where your mind is like drawing you down. That's where you're doubting yourself, doubting your decision making. And I guess the whole point of this video is, one, it's Inspirational Wednesday. We're trying to encourage each other, trying to lift each other up, inspire each other. So that whether you're faced with doubts, whether you're faced with whatever the case is, don't let these little fears or doubts control you. You can overcome, you can do it. And I hope these help. If they do, then awesome. I just want us to be able to share different things that lift us up, encourage us, and to let you know that no matter what it is you're facing, you're not alone. You've got this. You can do it. I'm here. We're all here. So I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. And I just want to leave you with 3 thoughts. Always follow your gut. Be you. Be true to yourself. And smile. I find smiling helps huge to no matter what it is, no matter how your day is going. Smiling, it's almost like it gives off this like essence of happiness, that cheerfulness, that even if you don't feel like smiling at first, smiling is contagious. It spreads like the sunshine. So anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.